A chill wind rattled the windows as I sat curled up on the couch in Adam's room. Rain lashed against the glass, blurring the streetlights outside into shimmering halos. I looked up just in time to see Adam stumble in, his hair plastered to his forehead, his clothes soaked. But it wasn't just the rain that clung to him. I saw something else in his eyes, something wild, something scared. And then he did something that made my blood run cold. Then he did the most terrifying thing. He lunged. I flinched, bracing myself for the impact that never came. Instead, I felt a searing pain in my arm as he bit into it hard enough to draw blood. He locked the door. His skin was covered in strange markings, symbols that seemed to writhe and pulse like something alive. Fear twisted in my gut. What had he become? My voice was a mix of shock and pain. He didn't answer. He just kept biting, his teeth digging into my flesh like he was trying to drain me. He looked at me, his eyes filled with an ancient sadness. "There's no turning back," he whispered, his lips curling into a chilling smile. "You and I are bound together now." Bound to what? I wanted to ask, but the words wouldn't come out. "This is who I am now," he said, his voice echoing with a power that wasn't his own. "I'm sorry," he murmured, his touch sending shivers down my spine. "But there's no other way." I cried out, my vision blurring. Was this how it ended? Trapped in this nightmare with Adam, whatever he'd become, wherever this path would lead, I knew one thing. Nothing would ever be the same again. With that, he leaned in and kissed me, a searing, desperate kiss that spoke of ancient rituals and forbidden magic. I tried to pull away, but his grip tightened around me. "And you'll be part of it, whether you like it or not. This is for the best," he said, his voice low and dangerous. She understand. What was he talking about? What had gotten into him? I thrashed, kicking out at him until he finally pulled away. My phone was dead, so I had no way to call anyone. No one to call anyway. I was alone. Or so I thought. The front door burst open and a gust of wind sent a shiver down my spine. "Adam, what the hell?" I jumped up, my heart pounding in my chest. "Why'd you lock the door? Are you crazy?" He didn't answer. He just stood there panting, his gaze darting around the room like a trapped animal. Then he did something even weirder. He pulled off his soaked jacket and wrapped it around me. I pushed at him, but he wouldn't let me go. "Get away from me," I snarled, struggling to break free. "What's gotten into you?" He shook his head, his eyes filled with a pain that made my anger melt into fear. "Don't worry," he whispered, his voice hoarse. "We're safe now." Safe from what? I wanted to scream, but the sound died in my throat. He moved closer, his face inches from mine, his eyes boring into mine. "Safe from Claire," he breathed. "Adam, what the hell? Why are you doing this?" He looked at me, his eyes filled with a mixture of sorrow and determination. Suddenly, he ripped off his shirt, revealing a horrifying sight. "Adam, what is this?" I whispered, my voice trembling. He moved towards me, his eyes burning into mine. He reached out, his fingers tracing the lines of my face. And then I felt it, a searing pain in my chest like a shard of ice had been plunged into my heart.